Event Guy Tim here, discussing event challenges while giving some good solutions. Today's topic is please don't cancel your event. I mean, why do we do events? If you watch my other videos, you know that we do events to build memories. The experiences that we produce at an event are really designed for a take-home memory that hopefully will last a lifetime. And these memories are what justifies a budget, a theme, a location, and who attends these events, from a wedding to a picnic to a birthday party to an anniversary. During this time of COVID scare slash concerns, trying to help older people like myself not get sick and die, many customers have rightly canceled their events. And doing so, as event companies, we've endured some hardship. So how can we do events in this new world? Well, it's really simple. We need to be smart, clean, safe, thoughtful, mindful. And I'm going to share a few of the ways you can do that at your event. I'm going to use an outdoor event environment as an example right now. For those of you that have not canceled, and at the companies that are trying to have a strategy, these are some things that we are doing right now. One of the things you can do that's affordable is make up a bunch of signs. Put them on the tables, near your attractions, that remind people of the basic social reminders of distance, if possible, and of course, washing your hands and sanitizing your body parts, and do not touch your face. I'm sure everyone's tired of hearing that, but it needs to be said, especially in an event environment, so that we can minimize any exposure risk of anyone even getting a common cold. Number two, are having sanitization, or we call them Santi Techs, commonly used in catering. We used to make this the norm for all of our catering areas and food service areas, but now it needs to be the entire event. We need people that are uniformed, that are going around sanitizing high volume touch spots, making sure any rides and attractions, chairs, tabletops are all being kept and maintained clean and sanitized. This also means that you're going to want to have less, and this is number three, less things to get contaminated, right? So what does that mean? Unfortunately, that means less chairs. That means you might want to be mindful about the chairs that are there should be set aside and put off to the side for older people like myself, and or people that have any kind of physical disabilities that would make them need to be able to sit and rest. Okay, the rest of you young folks can run around and be crazy at your event, but you really want to minimize that. We've been using bistros, and at the places that you do have any type of 3-4 people potentially close to each other, please make sure, again, you have signs, and make sure you have some hand sanitizer. Number four, garbage tech. What? Garbage tech? Well, that's a nice word for a person going around cleaning up after everybody. Whether you got a bunch of type A personalities that are great at keeping everything clean, or you got a bunch of crazy party goers that just don't care and stuff's going everywhere, one thing that's true is that if you can keep garbage in the garbage can, tied up, put away, removed, bus tables, bus volume spots, anything that's out there, the Sanitech person can be helping the garbage tech. In other words, a team keeping things clean and germ free. Again, following common rules that we've used in catering forever, but now it needs to be applied to the whole event. Every attraction, you can have the opportunity for people to accidentally leave food and dishes and stuff that people are going to touch. So have the Santi Tech and the garbage guy always picking stuff up, keeping stuff clean. A clean event is a safe event. Number five, sanitization station. What is that? As per the pictures that you can look at right now, and even a whole other video that we have on just the sanitization station, it's a chance for a central location, hopefully convenient to get to. People can come by and they can do a proper 20-second hand lathering, hand wash. All right. Now you also have your sanitizers at your attractions. You got your sanitization guy running around, but you also have a good place where you can actually have people go through and lather up their hands. Check out that video or look at the pictures below. Now, what we do highly recommend at every station, whether it be a sanitization station or a check-in point for registration, is a couple things. You can be savvy and run around with a thermometer at check-in. I wouldn't do it during the event. But this is something that's being more commonly used. Never thought I would see this at an event, common event, and here we are actually using it. We primarily use it for our workers, but this can also be used for people showing up. It's really used to show people that you're being mindful of safety, and it's more of a political decision than it's anything else. I mean, what are you going to do if someone has a half a temperature elevated? Are you going to kick them out of the event after they drove there in traffic 30 minutes and missing soccer? And I mean, no, the answer is no. And again, we know that the non-symptomatic people are doing as much spreading as the symptomatic people, so there's just only so much we can do, and that's what we want to talk about, what we really can do. What we really can do, make sure at your sanitization stations you got wipes, so we can be wiping down kids' push carts, we can be wiping down things that parents could be walking around with, hands and faces. We can, well, don't put this on your face. Hands and stuff that you can wipe things down. The kids are coming out of a bouncer where they touch. This is what the Sanitation Tech uses, and this is also available at our hand wash stations. Another thing that we have at all activity stations, make sure you guys get these, as many as you possibly can. They've really gone up in price, sadly. But every activity station should have its own little hand sanitizer. This is the instant hand sanitizer. It's 99% alcohol and kills all germs and blah, 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 blah. And we even have alcohol in a spray bottle that we can just spray on. The drying process, like bleach, is what kills the germs. And we also have a bleach bottle that our hand Santi Tech runs around in any location. Chairs, and you'll notice when you go shopping nowadays that they're spraying down the push carts, because anywhere you have touch is where you have potential transference of these germs. So we just need to be mindful of all of that. We need to remove as many things as possible that can be touched, and then we need to obviously clean what is there that needs to be touched. All right, and this will make a huge difference all the way down to the common cold. Line and safety delineation, just like you see in the stores where they're asking for a 6-foot separation while you're in line to check out. Also, if you have an attraction that has a line, you can use grass paint, you can use temporary paint that can be washed off, you can use pipe and drape, you can use stanchions with flagging. There's a lot of things you can do to help create line delineation, which is also a safety thing. When you have good line control, you can operate an attraction in a whole lot safer format. So this is just good event stuff. We've been line lipping a lot of our attractions for years because early in the industry I had some issues with people in line tripping, falling, pushing, crowding, bombarding, and this is a great way to keep that from happening. So this is a great excuse for good line control. Minimize or preferably eliminate bottlenecking. What does that look like? Well, instead of having one buffet line, you might have 4, okay? So you're spread out so people aren't crowding in. Again, you can use line delineation to help with that, but spread out, spread things way out. Beverage stations, especially, that's a high touch area. You need to have a Santi Tech hitting that every 5 minutes at the very, very least, and you need to be spreading them out so when people go get something to drink, they're not congesting in one single area, crowding around, scooping ice and doing all that. A service rep would be smart to have on site there, handling stuff in a mask, with a scooper, with gloves. Again, some of the things that we're doing are political things to show that we're being mindful and trying to make sure that they see our energies to be safe. Other things are just smart event stuff to do. I mean, it's all really smart if you think about it. Some of it's showy, and I just want to be honest about that, but some of it, all of it, is actually going to make a cleaner, much better event experience. So your attendees, make sure that you have control of your attendees, whether you do a parameter around the whole event so you don't get party crashers, street people, who knows, you don't want anybody bringing any germs in there, and the people that you do have there, if you have an opportunity to email them and just ask them to be kindly sensitive and mindful about if they've had any flu-like symptoms, runny nose, sore throat, fever in the last 3-4 days, please do not attend. This is a tough one, and I hate to even bring it up because, again, we're all about building memories, and there's a lot of reasons to do an event. You do an event to create, to fix, to build, to educate, to showcase, to say thank you, to incentivize, to reward. All these things are really good reasons for an event, and to have someone miss that opportunity because they might be sick stinks. However, we're in a new era, we're in a new time, and we need to at least encourage those that are out there to please be mindful and careful. Share this with your client, share this with your team, help them understand that there's things that we can do to make events happen so we're not sacrificing lifelong memories, experiences, reasons to interact. And more now than ever, we need some dynamic social time, but it's different. It's got to be different, and it has to be smart and it has to be clean. If you haven't seen our other videos, I would love you to subscribe, and it would be great to have you check out our hand sanitization station one. We also have some other a fun event one and some other ones that you can enjoy. Please subscribe, please hit the like button, and please share this video. Thank you guys, and have a clean, safe, germ-free event.